let them know, player. You know, we all got a past. If you here, you in the present. You need to be tripping off your future, dog.
I was raised playing with the clips, but I ain't talking no malice or Pusha T. I was raised fire with the wrist, taking risks. I used to push heck a tree, but them Grammys ain't come with no melodies.
Yo, this your bro True Jew tapping in with y'all. Look, I got some disturbing news coming from the United States government, but it aligns up with Bible prophecy, biblical prophecy. So I want to go and speak on it real quick. They got a new Space Operations Command Center that is called Space Delta 18. It's the National Space Intelligence Center. And if y'all remember a video I did a couple months ago, or at least a month ago, speaking on, hey, watch out for 6/24/2022. You know, 6/24/2022 is also 666. And I said that date would have something very peculiar about it, you know, but I wasn't quite sure what would actually go on. Well, right now we see a Colonel Marcus Randall, who is the Space Command Officer, and a Master Sergeant Melissa Owens, Chief Master Sergeant Melissa Owens, who are the heads of this Delta 18, Space Delta 18. Now I want to read to you guys the mission, or you all the mission. The mission is to deliver unparalleled technical expertise and game-changing intelligence, empowering national leaders, joint force warfighters, and acquisition professionals to outwit, outreach, and win in the space domain. The National Space Intelligence Center's vision is, we are the nation's space intelligence center, providing progressive, predictive, and pioneering intelligence to outwit, outreach, and win in the space domain, protecting America and its allies in space now and into the future. Finally, the history. Space Delta 18 National Space Intelligence Center was launched June 24, 2022 during an activation and assumption of command ceremony in Fairborn, Ohio. Space Delta 18 NSIC is headquartered and co-located with the National Air and Space Intelligence Center at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Space Delta 18 is comprised of 2 units originally activated the 15th of April 2008 within the Air Force's 1st Space and Missiles Analysis Group. Now, when I look at this, and yes, it is an official United States Air Force website that this information could be found on, I said, wait a second, let me go and check out the PDF for this, because not only was this operation launched on June 24th, 2022, but it also has a very interesting logo associated with it. So where you see right here is the PDF for the United States Space Force Space Operations Command. It's the fact sheet. It's a 2-page PDF. You can go to their website and download it yourself. But what's interesting about this is what the PDF details. If you look up here in the corner, you'll see the constellation of Orion, followed by 3 spaceships that have arrows connected to them, and 1 mothership that's over the constellation of Orion. Now, if we look carefully right here at the 1st Space Analysis Squadron mission and the 2nd Space Analysis Squadron mission, we'll see that their foundation, or their job, is to produce and deliver foundational intelligence on foreign space capabilities. Now, what are these foreign space capabilities, I may ask? Well, we're about to find out now. And the information and the details about this foreign space entity that they're seeking to fight against is right here in the logo. If you go to the website and you download the PDF, you'll be able to see this more closely, but you see a pharaoh's head over the world. And you see the pharaoh's head looking up toward what they consider to be the North Star, surrounded by blackness. Now, the logo itself is surrounded by a platinum border, which symbolizes their strength, the Space Command strength. Now, they call this a majestic sphinx, but this is not the head of a sphinx. This is the head of our ancestors, the pharaohs. And what they're trying to tell you is that there are many descendants, direct descendants of the pharaohs who live here, the Egyptian ancient Cometians who live in the Americas right now, who are looking up to the sky every night and making contact with the so-called foreign space entity that this organization and branch of the military is swearing to defend against. Now, they say that it sits omnipresent or omnipresent over the world, just as the domain, the analysis of NSIC will monitor and help to protect and defend. You see, they call themselves protecting and defending against the return of the black gods, the Elohim, that are flying over us right now. And this is what the Bible talks about. Let me go on to Joel chapter 3 real quick, and I'm going to read this for you.
In those days and at that time, when I restore the fortunes of Judah and Jerusalem, I will gather all nations and bring them down to the valley of Jehoshaphat. There I will put them on trial for what they did to my inheritance, my people, Israel, because they scattered my people among the nations and divided up my land. They cast lots for my people and traded boys for prostitutes. They sold girls for wine to drink.
You see, folks, the truth of the matter is this is prophecy being fulfilled right before our eyes. This government, along with the other nations of the world, have joined forces with Satan in an attempt to defeat the Most High and all of the saints that'll be fighting during this end-time spiritual war and the culmination of that end and final battle that we know as Armageddon. You see, Joel chapter 3, verse 9 is very clear, speaking,
Proclaim this among the nations, prepare for war, rouse the warriors, let all the fighting men draw near and attack, beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears.
This great and final war must take place. This final battle must take place in order for the new kingdom to come, the kingdom of the Most High to come back into this earth. You see, that is why they showed the head of the Pharaoh looking up, because all of the descendants that were in ancient Egypt have been scattered across the world and are now primarily here in the United States. And it is individuals like myself who are looking up to the sky every night, who see the fleets of angels flying overhead, who remember what happened last year in March of 2021 when there was humongous fleet of light ships flying all over the world. The standards are getting ready, and I'm talking about military standards. The rank and file are all prepared to fight, and the great disclosure is on its way. The United States government is well aware of this. That is why they are beginning to get all of their forces in line and in tune, ready for this day. That is also why there's been a ramp up in so many distractions worldwide. Can you imagine that all of the people of the world looking up to the sky and seeing what they see flying in the sky, thinking that these entities and these beings, these angels, are actually aliens? And can you imagine the military draft that would take place and countless numbers of people joining the rank and file of the United States government as well as other nations, branches of the military to fight against the Most High, not knowing that they're fighting against the Most High's military? Can you imagine how many billions of souls will be lost because they fought against the Holy One? Not realizing they were really rocking with Satan and Satan's forces? People would totally lose it, and that's what Satan wants. Satan wants to deceive the world one more time and get as many people as he can to fight against the Most High in this great and final battle. Y'all, you gotta stay sharp, and you gotta do your best to look through the illusion because your family is dependent on it. Look, it's your bro True Jew tapping in with y'all the only way I know how, keeping it raw, real, and uncut. Most High Mama and Papa willing, I'll be back with another one, but until then, stay blessed, stay vigilant, and remember I love you to life. Gone.
True Jew, here to spit his rhyme. True Jew, here to speak his mind. True Jew, ain't in here lying. True Jew, keep it too real, they claiming it's a crime.